a slightly shorter session for a change, and perhaps an easier one since I'm not really lifting anything heavy. The short session is a welcome thing for a change, but nevertheless, it was quite a challenging workout, especially these walking lunges. Only with 30 kilos, I pushed them up to 10 reps per leg, so each set is about 20 steps. And the last few, I was struggling to keep an upright torso. I could feel my hips, my posterior chain kind of taking over the quads as they were getting pretty fatigued. And the superset was for the explosive ball slam. It's only 5 kilos that I'm using here. I'm going for 6 reps, and what I'm really trying to get in right now is full shoulder extension and forceful and dynamic explosion towards the floor. I really feel a good weighted stretch inside the shoulder girdle, and this is probably a good thing to release a lot of the tissues that is always working very hard for any pressing movement that I'm doing. I could feel a slight annoyance at the back of my right shoulder, especially after the bench press a couple of days back. When I did the overhead press the other day, I did not really feel much of an annoyance, but I could see that my right shoulder was maybe slightly below the left one. And when I was going into the dips here, I had in mind to do them weighted, but after the release from the ball slam and going into the deep stretch position at the bottom of the dip, I did not really want to add any weight, and maybe going for something slightly easier intensity-wise, but still higher in repetition. So I was keeping my chest and my torso up, looking forward, trying to get as deep as possible while maintaining full body rigidity. And my shoulder felt all right. In hindsight, I might have added some weight there, but I'm in no rush for anything. I'd rather be annoyance-free for as long as possible, if I can choose. And I was supersetting these with some drag curls, which were the isolation movement for the day. I'm thinking about rotating them almost evenly. There's gonna be more isolation for the upper body with the biceps, the triceps, and the shoulder. For the lower body, I'm thinking to do sissy squats on one end. I guess that back extensions are technically an isolation movement because the hip is the only joint moving. But I'm going to go pretty heavy on those. So I mean, trying to fit these lifts in stone solid categories is not really something that I really want to engage in. I'm just moving around, really. What do I know? But anyways, the shoulder felt okay. My elbows are feeling good despite all of the pressing stuff that I'm doing. So I think that these curls are definitely helping out in this regard. And finishing off, I was doing a loaded carry. I went up 2 kilos on each dumbbell from the previous time, and I was doing 3 sets aiming at about 50 steps each. I felt it a lot in my grip. I may start considering using wraps as I'm going up in weight. Ciao.